I'd like to welcome everyone back to the Coin Lady channel. The topic of discussion is XRP. Here is where I want to begin. Ripple CTO, David Schwartz, believes that blockchain technology should be open to all cryptocurrencies. The Ripple CTO has stated his desire for the widest possible pool of barrier-free XRP users, arguing that this will increase interest in the technology and enhance user experiences. Schwartz argued that if Google prioritized making the internet optimal for consumers of Google services, the service would suffer for a large portion of the population, leading to a decline in the number of people with access to the internet and, by extension, Google services. Schwartz compared this to having a tool that only opens coconuts versus one that opens coconuts and helps cook many different cuisines. Overall, Schwartz's statements imply that Ripple blockchain is committed to ensuring that its technology is available to as many individuals as possible, whether or not they use XRP. So, they plan to expand Ripple to as many locations as possible in the future. The majority of these organizations are financial institutions, and they will eventually adopt XRP. They'll soon realize how valuable on-demand liquidity is. David countered that we should avoid being overly insistent that people need XRP in order to access RippleNet. It's simpler to convince someone to use one product at first, and then transition them to another. What XRP gains from the XRP blockchain, as David Schwartz claims? Schwartz, in his role, responded to the notion that rival Bolt projects existed. He thinks XRP Ledger is good for XRP. This means that the XRP ledger automatically bridges disparate order books on the ledger by acting as an intermediary and exchanging tokens. Thus, it is effective. The XRP ledger also employs XRP as an intermediary. In the same way, it will serve as the future trust layer between two CBDCs. Billions of dollars have increased in volume along the US-Mexico payment corridor using XRP technology. On Bitso 2018, Phoenix, alias Odell, made his debut. As of 2022, they had processed remittances totaling $3.3 billion. This is the kind of news you want to hear, since it shows that companies are not only using RippleNet, but also taking advantage of the on-demand liquidity it provides. It, too, will become increasingly commonplace elsewhere in the world. The XRP ledger by Ripple, a paradigm shift for the blockchain industry. Now, I'd like to emphasize the significance of the XRP coin within the XRP ledger. The native coin of the XRP ledger, XRP, is an integral part of the whole. XRP, in contrast to Bitcoin and Ethereum, is utilized primarily as a bridge currency and liquidity mechanism for international transactions. XRP can be used as a medium of exchange or intermediate currency when two parties with different currency requirements wish to make a cross-border payment to one another. By doing away with the need to convert currencies several times, time and money are saved when compared to using more conventional methods of exchanging currencies. Users can tokenize any asset on the XRP ledger, including currencies, commodities, and even loyalty points, thanks to the ledger's novel token issuance and redemption features. As a result, the XRP ledger becomes a game changer in the tokenization space, allowing for the creation of an infinite number of new financial products and services. When more and more initiatives begin using the XRP ledger, not only does this bode well for the cryptocurrency's future worth, but it also opens the door to widespread tokenization. That's the kind of company that expands every year. In my opinion, you mean Ripple Patches. Since 2017, they've participated in the Federal Reserve's Quicker Payments Task Force's steering group. This announcement has just come from Ripple. After 2 years of planning, in 2017, the Federal Reserve finally unveiled its Faster Payments Task Force's action plan to bring faster payments to the United States, drawing attention to Ripple's ability to support the next generation of cross-border payments following the 2015 implementation of SWIFT. 320 participants, including banks, regulators, end users, and technology companies, were convened by the task force when the Fed saw the need to encourage advances in payments in order to develop a strategy for updating the United States payment infrastructure. That was then, and I think JP Morgan eventually realized that Ripple posed a risk to financial institutions. That's why I think this lawsuit against the SEC is still ongoing to this day. I think the Fed is still involved with Ripple, albeit secretly. They understand Ripple's significance. Why would they go with another option? The second quarter of 2023 is where some crypto seers predict XRP will peak at $50. I hope that XRP can rise above $1. That's exactly what I'm hoping for, and I hope it happens quickly so that all the fear of missing out cash can start pouring in. But now we may discuss the conclusion of the SEC case. There has been a lot of development on the XRP ledger, thus I anticipate a price of XRP between $10 and $20, possibly higher. I continue to believe that the current XRP price is artificially low. Keep in mind that many people are ditching traditional banking in favor of cryptocurrency, so that segment of the market may also contribute significantly to the fear of missing out phenomenon. Yet, just 4.5% of the world's population is actually involved in the Bitcoin market. I think many people are wary of cryptocurrency now because they have heard so many negative stories about it. It's doomed to fail, you know. It's totally useless. That's the message they hope to spread via the news media. If you work in cryptography, though, you know better. Although many people may be on the fence about cryptocurrencies at the moment, I think most of them will eventually abandon traditional banking methods because they see the system is flawed. If you know of anyone still on the fence about crypto, now is the time to convince them to get in. In Canada, XRP is not classified as a security, therefore it can be purchased on the country's primary cryptocurrency exchange. I have evidence. People are often claiming things like you can't buy XRP in this region or in this country, but we've found that to be untrue in almost every instance. Both X and P are widely available in Canada. Because I read in the comments area that you can't even obtain it in the United States, I thought I'd mention it. The SEC's Howey test is a standard that all cryptocurrency initiatives must meet. They are promoting this exam as if it has some connection to the state of the art now. I don't think so, but they claim it won't go away anytime soon. Everyone in the crypto sector now views the Howey test with dread, and while the industry would love for it to disappear, it's apparent that won't happen anytime soon. Both Hinman and Clayton have left the SEC and are now serving as advisors to cryptocurrency companies. But the question of how we got here still stands, and Gensler has used it to argue that all crypto is subject to SEC jurisdiction, despite the fact that his colleague at the CFTC acknowledged Ethereum is a commodity only last month. Hinman gave a speech in June of 2018 with the ironic title When Gary Met Howey. He was referring to the Gary Plastics case from 1985, which demonstrated that the proper marking of a non-security might turn it into a security. In a few years, a different Gary would use Howey as a weapon against a trillion-dollar industry, and Hinman could foresee that happening. I think it's time for a new evaluation. It's out of date, in my opinion. Several argue that the problem is not with the term itself but with the way its users have chosen to apply it to modern situations. We require a cutting-edge strategy to combat crypto, and I personally think Gary should be fired from the SEC. A gold standard would be good for society as a whole, but it would constrain the power of politicians and central bankers. It's hard to see that happening on its own accord. What causes this to occur? Involuntarily. If people stop trusting the currency, anarchy will ensue. Not till that time, though. There were several points in time when we could have reinstated the gold standard. It simply couldn't occur for any number of reasons. Now that we have a government that is actively pursuing a CBDC with the Treasury and the Fed, I think it will be considerably more challenging. Yet, I would welcome a return to the gold standard. To make speedier payments in the future, I think XRP could help repair the current financial system. Yet once again, I think it will be a hard sell. Should we return to the gold standard if the existing economy collapses, or should we adopt a central bank digital currency that allows for infinite fiat issuance and ultimate control over your spending decisions? Now, in my opinion, the gold standard is our current monetary system's last, best hope for survival. Rapid decline is occurring. No one seems interested in a CBDC, thus I think they are racing to the bottom. No one here will ever put it to a vote. That would never pass in the United States. What I fear most is what will happen before a CBDC is released. That's what has me worried, because I think an unexpected crisis must occur. But I'm going to end this video here. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. I value your interest in my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.